Okay. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. So, my plan for the class today is to discuss a case, repartize, which I did this morning, come up with the remedy, which was the right answer, show you how the remedy picture is, which I will show you on the book. From there, I will also discuss how I have given this remedy to people and how they have responded. Plus, I also took the remedy myself. I don't know, at one point in time, I have taken it for sure. I have given it to my cats. Guljan had it too. Assalamu alaikum, Guljan. She's my cat. Her name is Ahmed Guljan. She's Muslim little girl, 16 years old, going to 17.
I
So
hope she pray.
she's she's born. She is Maskina innocent. So she's not to the age to pray, but she prays. Okay.
Oh,
Then I'll discuss Mirinda Castro's case about that remedy. I don't want to take the name right now because it's so I will go through step by step about this remedy, the case, and then I would also touch base on tissue salts or cell salts. And when I talk about, we means I talk about cell salts, I have to talk about Miss Mirinda Castro. She is a British homeopath, but she has been living in United States since 1994, and now she is in Florida since 2002. And I also joined the Homeopathy Florida group, and I also took her live classes, I think last year or 2 years ago, about the cell salts. And she is working on and with the cell salts since she was a very little girl, and now she is retired for quite a few years. So, to cut the story short, let's do this. So this is okay. Let me share my screen. In a minute, I'll share my screen. Wait, let me get to that case first. Okay. Okay. Let me cut it. And then I'll show you the result. Okay. So I'm ready for the case. Then I'll repertize on the radar repertory. I use radar and also use Vitocus compass. Okay, I will discuss with you when I'm going to do it. So let me share the case and I'll show you how we'll go by that. Okay, so now you can see my desktop. You see there's so many. Okay, this is the case that I want to discuss. Okay, so these cases, my classmates, so everybody can see, right? Sister Salva, Sister Ume Faraz, Hamda.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So this is a case, and this is a person. She is 46 years old. And what did she come primarily was for insomnia. What is the meaning of insomnia? Means she was not able to sleep properly. For the last 12 months, she was worried about business, worried about nature. She was very, very irritable, very impatient. Okay. Then, even when she would sleep a little bit, she would dream fearful dreams, and then she would be dreaming about quarreling, and then she would wake up after an hour of sleep, and she would have worrying dreams. She eats well, but she does not have, and she's also very chilly. She feels very, very cold, and she feels better with heat, but when in the warm room, she cannot stand it either. Okay, her menstrual cycle are gone a year ago, and she gets hot flashes, but does not sweat. She does not like to talk to people. She's more irritable than depressed. She's also very sensitive and touchy. She's critical, very, very critical. So, to cut the story short, this is what she was. And then okay, this is called Radar Opus. Radar is a software which homeopaths use to put the symptoms of the patients and come up with the remedies. These are helpers. These are not the solvers. So please don't. Why I'm telling you this, because we're a small group of people who are discussing, and my idea is that all of us who are in this group are interested in homeopathy. So who knows, it clicks to someone and we become more people come to homeopathy. Okay, to cut the story short, so what I did was I took those symptoms and put them in this Radar Opus, which is like a computerized program. But at the same time, if you want to put the symptoms, whatever you think are right, and come up with a remedy, it might not be the correct remedy. And I'll tell you why. So, in this case, nobody has a question so far, right? If you want to know about the radar and etc., we can discuss that later. But so, if you see, the person was very, very, see what stand out to you. So, see what stand out. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. So what stand out to you is, first of all, her, let me underline. We have to
Presenting
see,
complaint.
first of all, she cannot sleep, right? She
Hmm.
cannot sleep properly, right? Secondly, that's what she came there for, that she could not sleep. So, so restlessness, worrying. She was very, very frightfully irritable, very irritable. Please don't irritate me. Plus, I have enough. Don't do that to me. I cannot stand it. And even when she is sleeping, she's dreaming about people, worried, very irritable, impatient. And then her stomach is upset. Her stomach is not well either. And then she's very cold. You know what it shows? It shows her whole metabolic system is upset. She is, all the people who are depressed can get irritable to some point, but their sensitivities and their sensations are low down, so they'll be sitting quietly. I'm giving you a classic picture. There are different pictures for that. I'm not saying every depressed person is quiet. No. But these people are very, very irritable than depressed. So I took these symptoms and then I put them in the radar just to show you uh, that. So I took mind ailments from worries, when people are worried. So there are different remedies. This is Nux vomica. So if you go over there, it will show you what remedies are. The one which stand out are cocculus and Nux vomica. Nux vomica is from the nuts, and cocculus is again from so they're both plant remedies. Okay, there are other remedies which are not as strong. Okay, so why did cocculus and nux vomica? Then, when I took sleep, dreaming, chilly, okay, then dreaming, then there were three remedies which stood out: phosphorus, arsenicum, and sepia. And nux vomica is, when they're red, means they are strongly indicated. The blue is less strongly than red, and black is the lower level. Okay. So do we see cocculus over here? No. So we say, oh, nux vomica is both the cases. Then I saw he is very, very irritable. And who is not irritable? Many people are irritable. But so this is Calcarea carp, capsicum, conium, platina, lycopodium, rheum. And where is my nux vomica? There. Nux vomica is again there, but not as strong. But I found now that in three symptoms: mind irritability, chill, and heat. See, she was feeling very, very chilly and irritable. She was feeling very, very hot and irritable. Again, the nux vomica is there, cocculus is not there, phosphorus is not there, arsenicum is not there. So nux vomica is coming in all of them. Staphylos is all of them also. So what happened? She is very, very impatient. And impatience is a big symptom. So there are many remedies, including chamomilla, ignatia, but nux vomica is in red, means nux vomica is strongly indicated for impatience. Okay. She is very, very sensitive. Very, very sensitive is again a big symptom, and it has many remedies. But nux vomica is also a big indicator for, see, red nux vomica. So there are many remedies, but nux vomica is in all of them. But she's also somewhat sympathetic. Okay, somewhat sympathetic. So you will see that nux vomica is not red, but it is blue, means it is of lower uh, lower strength for this symptom. Then she also dreaming about quarrels, and nux vomica stands out. So I said, okay, the answer to this would be nux vomica, and that's correct. The answer to, because this my friend, she posts the answer after a week, and the answer to this person was that, remember I told you, I showed you, this person was given nux vomica 30, only one dose, and she came back, I don't know when, and she was sleeping better, she could breathe better, she was well, and she was discharged. And so, what is in nux vomica? What are the symptoms of nux vomica? Nux vomica, ladies, nux vomica is a very useful remedy. It is called a polycrest. What is the meaning of polycrest? Means it has a lot of arenas that it will cover. It is, I will show you, there are three eyes. Professor Vitokas says three eyes. Very irritable, impatient, and third is indigestion. These three I's stand out for these kind of people. These people are, I will show you the pictures of, these people are workaholic. They are ambitious, but they follow for the material. They are not as emotionally sensitive as Ignatia. So they are chilly. This is one of the chilliest remedies. Means these people feel very cold, but also hot, but more cold. And they're very fastidious. What's the meaning of the word fastidious? Does anyone know? Anyone knows what's the meaning of fastidious? You see my room? My room, this is everything is clean though. But these are some things Sister Salva gave me. I keep them. This branch I picked up from the road because I really like that branch, and I'm hanging all my things that I like over here. This is clean, but everything is not in with speck and span and in very order. These people will keep everything very orderly. Their socks would be in a proper order, in proper place. Their pencils or their stationery, their papers, their books, their self belongings, everything would be very neatly placed, and they would have very clean, and they are very orderly about the appointments. They will go to appointment number 1, 2, and 3 in very orderly fashion at the right time. And if somebody would come late, oh, they will not tolerate it. They will not tolerate anything that you are doing wrong, and they will be very irritable about it. Okay. Uh, in Ignatia, then this person is comparing, the author of the who come up with this Nux vomica with Ignatia, because Ignatia, because of all the sadnesses or the worries or all the emotional upsets, can also get very irritable. But what is the difference between Nux vomica and Ignatia? That Ignatia will be irritable, but if you will poke them, or if you will tell them, why are you acting like this, or what's the big deal, they will break down, and they will start crying or sobbing. Okay, but nux vomica, no. They will explode with more anger. Okay, so this was, and when I was looking at my radar opus, when with these symptoms, I saw these four remedies are very useful. I give them these remedies to many people, and Arsenicum album, if you see, Arsenicum album is also covering a lot, but it's not very sympathetic, Arsenicum album. But if you see Staphylos agria, phosphorus, and Nux vomica, if you see phosphorus, they are not that impatient. They're more friendly people from the above. And Staphylos agria is also covering, but it's not as strongly covering the irritability. They are irritable deep down, not on the surface. They will cover it. Okay, the Staphylos agria. Arsenicum album is also covering a lot, but arsenicum album. So these four remedies are very, very useful for these states of mind. But then you have to differentiate between these remedies. If I was looking at Ignatia over here, and when I looked at Ignatia, this is Ignatia, but Ignatia does not show the chilliness or the heat as the Nux vomica is showing. And it is irritable, but not that bad, but it is also very sensitive and very sympathetic. They will break down, they will start crying and sobbing. Okay, but Nux vomica, no, no, that person is workaholic. I have given Nux vomica to quite a few of my patients, and they are doing really well. So anyone has any questions so far? I'll show you some cases. Okay, before that, let me show you. I have made this document, and this made means I put this information about the remedies that I went through in my school, International Academy of Classical Homeopathy. And then I am still adding more information about that respective remedy. So this document is now so huge, and it is more than 1,000 pages now. Now, so this Nux vomica, these I was talking to you about, three eyes are very important. They're very irritable. They're very, very irritable. They are very impatient. They will show anger. Fuck. They will blow out in your face, and they have indigestion. This is one of the chilliest remedies in the whole materia medica. So, ladies, my students, please, you have to remember these things. But at
Uh,
the same time, let me, no, I will answer the question, but at the same time, this is a classical representation. Let me show you some things. This is a lady, she's on the Facebook. Her name just slipped off my mind. So I joined their Facebook homeopathy group, and they send like these kind of small um, cases or small symptomatology to the patients, and then they ask the solution to that case. So in this case, I put the I cut and paste from there, and they said someone, now these are the classical representation, okay? But they are also using someone's husband has said that their ears are itching deep inside with the swelling helps the itch. They call which but causes sharp pain. Nux vomica will help. So what I'm trying to say is this is classical, but you're not finding this classical over here, right? But they say that it would help. Again, the daughter has a earache, and it says it is being poked by a needle, pricking, and they're sensitive to noise, worst of all, and they have a deep internal itch. Swallowing relieves it. Which remedy would help? Nux vomica. If you see swallowing will help, okay, it will be relieved by Nux vomica. So there are many cases which are not classical. Then I have put this one over here. This is a classical representation of Nux vomica. The person is young, is workaholic, with anger because the things are not the way he wants to. The sheep? Because the sheep has, small ball like stools. That's why they have put the sheep up. Look at the hands of this person, because he is doing so many things at one time, and he wants, and to keep themselves awake and be sturdy, they use caffeine, other stimulants, etc. Then I took these pictures from the book, the homeopathy book. You will say these people are very, very ambitious. They go on appointment one, two, three. They also love to gamble, but they lose because they even like to cheat in order to win. They look for small details. They'll be very impatient. So if the line is busy, they'll start stomping on the phone. In order to keep themselves up, they will use stimulants, that is coffee. They are very sensitive to the noise and smell, so they will plug their nose and the ears because they're too sensitive. Their sleep, their sleep is bad. They will wake up in the middle of the night, and then they will not be able to go to sleep. Then they are also, digestion is bad. Digestion is bad with them. They will be smelly, they'll eat too much, okay, food, and they will be having stomach bloatment, and then they will have smelly gases, and they will go to the bathroom, but they will not feel that they have relieved. And also these people would get paralyzed easy. I mean, these are chronic conditions, I will not say. And then the babies will have bloatment, plus uh, s- uh, they will have erectations and also vomiting, and they'll be better with the back. Some people, they are better while bending forward. These babies will be better by bending backwards. So this I took from the book that I showed you. And whenever I have some remedy that is very useful and I have the pictures or there is some other information, I put it on my document, and this is, I have named it Materia Medica Long. So this was what I discussed, and I wanted to pick up and discuss with you. And okay, to who am I giving? I'm giving it to quite a few people. This is the lady I was talking to you, Marinda Castro, and this is the article. She has written books. I have quite a few of her books. One was I really admire her about these tissue salts. I will discuss this tissue salt also at one point. She is she's remarkable in tissue salts. Why? Because she's using them since early 80s, and she has used them herself, and she has written books, and she has done different seminars. She's really very, very knowledgeable and well informed about these tissue salts, and we'll discuss them. So, anyone has any questions so far?
What is meant by chilliest remedy?
Chilliest means the people who this remedy would help. Some people, oh, I feel cold. I feel cold. Some people say, I cannot stand cold. I have to wear gloves and a hat and the very, very thick um, these socks. I cannot put and they will be wearing maybe a sweater in a blankets. They are very chilly. Chilliest means other with being impatient and being irritable and also having indigestion and also being chilly and stand, then they will feel better with warmth, but they cannot stay good in a warm room or hot heat either, because they're irritable. Remember, I told you about the three eyes. There is irritability in them. They are not happy with nothing. You got it?
Yes.
Chili is gonna be like in part of the body or all
All
their body.
over. Their body will feel cold. Yeah,
Uh,
this is a very good question, sister. When you say chilly means some people will feel their head is hot or cold, so they will wrap it. Some people say, "Oh, I need to wear gloves." Some people say, "No, I cannot stand the gloves or the socks, but I need to keep, but they will be chilly all over, means their body is cold, cold, very cold. But if you put them in a, so they'll cover themselves, but if you put them in a warm room, they say, no, I cannot stand that either. Irritability, irritable, impatient, plus chilly, right? So that's what, how I understand it. Anything more? So how many, how people I have? There was this one lady, she's my patient for some time, and I took her case and all, and she happened to be netromuriaticum. So then I asked her some more details, how is the life and all that. And then in second, she said her patient, her husband, it was when she got married to him, she went against the whole family and married him. Right thing to do. I'm not saying why or why not. But he is very irritable person, she said. And what the symptoms she gave me, I said, do you mind giving him some remedy that would ease him in his temperament and would also give you relief? Because, she has children. She is now in her late 30s, whatever age. She has to take care of a lot of things in life once we become married and we have a family to take care of. She says, yeah, he won't mind. So I gave Nux vomica, and it worked because she said that his temperament has gone better. I might have had given him more specific remedy if he would be my patient, but I gave him this remedy so that I can ease the headaches for my patient. You understand? So it helped him. And there are other people that they have shown a lot of like this one person. He is very, sisters. What we can do is, I'm not a counselor. I do understand how the emotions are affecting the people, but the counseling sessions, the counseling, the therapy, it takes a long time. What we can do is give a remedy which fits the overall, Gulo beta, please, overall picture of the person and help the person out. So, so this is important as homeopath, and you will see there, Gulo, please, that we have to help the people through homeopathy. That's how I did, and it helped. Gulo, let me get that page go. Okay. So anyone has any questions so far? This I showed you. So this was what I wanted to discuss. Then, I went over and I looked at the magazine, and, Marinda Castro, CCH, her article was about cell salts or Sushler's salts, which are very, very useful, very, very helpful for anybody and everybody. These are called cell salts in US, and they're 12 in number. And I don't know how I want to, it was, now look over here. They preferred, she said, I left home when I was 18 years old and went into the world with my clothes and a full set of Schussler's 12 tissue salts. Okay. There's this one of our participants. She said what remedies are the best remedies that she needs to keep with her. And sister, I sent you a book, the picture of the book, right? I gave you, it's a bestseller book, and the first page of the book, which give the name of the homeopathic remedies which are used for different systems and are very useful. Along with that, keep Schussler salts. Who is Schussler? Schussler was a doctor, a homeopath, and turned into, because like I told you the last time, homeopathy is now having thousands of remedies. They started off with fewer number, but now with the advancement and now with the provings, they have added a lot of new remedies in homeopathic list. But Dr. Schussler, even in late 1800, we talked about that he was a German physician who knew homeopathy, but he said he had his own type of personality, that he said he doesn't want to deal with so many remedies. And then he was a doctor, physician, and I think he was a pathologist. Uh, so he would come across the people who were burnt, and he did his research, and he come up with that even when the people are burned down, there are 12 salts which remain in all living things, and he come up with these 12 tissue salts, which are inorganic mineral salts. And he started treating people with that. Many people talk, whenever you do something different, you do something new, and in order to discourage you, not everybody discourages, but people who are competitive, to cut the story short, we all understand who wants to discourage others. He was discouraged a lot, but he stood on his ground, and he used his 12 tissue salts to treat the people, and he treated well. It's a matter of conviction. So, like one of our friends, she loves arnica, and she uses arnica for lots and lots of reasons. And mind and behold, I sent you this article about the miracles of arnica. Not only homeopathy, the miracles of arnica. And arnica is very useful, like the one remedy that we talked about today, which is nux vomica. So, this article is also very useful, very I like her. I like her style. She is very laid back. Miss Castro Miranda, she's very laid back, and I enjoyed the class that I took with her on synchronous online, but synchronous. She was there. She was giving the lectures, and I was a participant from a distance, but I was. So, to cut the story short, I was going over this remedies after she talked about Schussler salts. And, for the irritability, for the irritable personalities, these two remedies stand out a lot: nitric acid and nux vomica. Okay, Gigolo. Okay, so nitric acid also, we'll talk about that, but it's not as prominent. Okay, Gulo. So nux vomica is, again, when you look at this, nux vomica are intense, enthusiastic people who embrace life, especially work. Their life is work, 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 and they become exhausted from overdoing everything. Their mental efficiency is affected. They cannot concentrate or remember things, but in order to cover themselves up, what they do is they drink caffeinated drinks, or other people, they use alcohol, and if they cannot sleep properly, they take some medicines to go to sleep. Due to that, their mind is very, very oversensitive to extra stimulation like bright light, noise, and smells, and they become very anxious and irritable. Okay, and argumentative. These chilly people feel better from warmth. They suffer insomnia with worries about work, have many digestive issues, and feel worse in the morning. Anyone can call into a nux vomica state given the right combination of stresses with heavy workload and few too many late nights and too much alcohol. Okay, so this is about okay, then I there are some cases that she discussed. One of them is an exhausted caretaker. Okay, so a exhausted caretaker is about this one lady. She was a nursery school teacher, which she loved to do, but she quit the job because to take care of her mother. Anyone has any questions so far? We'll discuss this presentation of this case and how the person came up to the right remedy. And then I'll open this. We can discuss different cases by different people, and we'll come up with something. So this person, say her name is Jan, and guys, these names are all changed. So these are Gulo, where do you want to go, baby? So Jan, she was, and the mother, you know how older people, when they get, we are also getting old, whoever gets old, they become from independent to dependent. And when this phase comes, it's not a good feeling. So, other than taking care of the physical needs, the person, the caretaker, has to take care of their emotional state and their own emotional state, because they're leaving a job somewhere where they were feeling differently. So, this Jan, she was having headaches, heartburn, she felt tense, exhausted, and on the edge. And she would get very, very irritable because the mother was a difficult patient, demanding and irritable, resentful that she has lost her, like I already talked to you about. So Jan, she wanted to drink, or think it was morning, and she wanted to have her. This is the mother. This is the mother I'm talking about, okay? Her mother been calling out at night for help because she was not able to sleep. Jan was relying on many cups of coffee. And Jan also, this lady who is a caretaker, also felt very, very sensitive, and she was doing what she was doing. So what she do, she now Jan, she wanted to treat herself, so she thought that she is nitric acid, okay, because she was angry and resentment and broken sleep. But then she saw that it is nux vomica. She was getting up at night. She was having the feelings of anger and humiliation. So she started on a very low potency 6C. She took it 3 times a day, and by the end of the week, she felt better. And in some time, she started asking for the family members to assist and hired help. And she stopped taking Nux vomica on a regular basis, but took it as needed. So, sisters, if you are prescribing, now this is the advised by Ms. Marinda Castro. If you're prescribing for yourself or a loved one, it is wise to stick to the lower potency. Do not go above 30C. In Pakistan, I find 30C, no 12C or 6C. I don't know why they don't make it, because maybe people are not very aware of. And take the remedy based on urgency of the symptoms. Plus, also, you have to take the remedy less often as the time goes on. In spite of the fact that you have all these salts, sister, plus you have to take care of the basic needs along with the homeopathic remedy, Schussler salts. So, whenever you find yourself in the pattern of overdoing, give yourself permission to stop, undo it. Yeah, over here, we especially want to help our basic human needs, okay? Like fresh air, sunshine, rest, sleep, exercise, and nutritious food. So, along with any remedy or every remedy or any advice, you have to tell them to have rest and sleep, have fresh air and sunshine, do some exercise, and eat healthy. This is important. Uh, okay, this is important. So, this is what I have for you today. Nux vomica, and we can talk about some other remedies at some other point, but this is what I have for you today. So, anyone has any questions so far, or do you want to discuss something different next time, or what? Guys, everybody sleeping?
What about
No,
allergy?
Sister Rashada,
Yeah, with
what
Sister
about
Nadia for the allergy. Allergy is a big subject. And for that, I have to come up with a Schussler salt, because allergy is the manifestation of a condition, or it is more of a miasmatic aspect, and it is more of a presentation for the allergy itself. It okay, if you have allergies, maybe to the same things. If I have allergies and if three more people have allergies, we cannot give them the same remedy. And at the same time, I would not like to discuss the allergy and the remedies that we give for the people who have allergies, because I want to discuss the remedy for a specific person rather than a condition and the remedies used for that condition. At the same time, when in my homeopathic class, the WhatsApp group, I sent in some papers and some articles, because those are published by different authors and they are put out. So I shared them with you. But at the same time, I'm not telling you, okay, take this remedy or these remedies one by one for cold and flu and for heart burn or for indigestion or for vomiting. No, that's not my point. What I'm sharing with you is the information put out by different people. And with allergies, primarily it's a state in which, again, the basic things that Marina Castro has said about the sunshine, the fresh air, um, and the nutrition, the exercise, and the rest
Proper
and the
deliveries.
sleep, they go hand in hand with a proper constitutional remedy that we have to pull out. If a person has allergies, then we have to see whether the person is chilly or he is more hot, he or she, whoever the person is. Then what are her or his of the person's mental emotional symptomatology? Is the person very loving and affectionate to the people around, but at the same time lazy, or the person is hyper and irritable? Because nux vomica can be given to the person who has allergies, but it should fit the personality of the person, right? And pulsatilla can be given, but once you look at the allergies itself, they will give you remedy 1, remedy 2, remedy 3, and remedy 4. That is not what classical homeopaths do. Like if I'm looking at this thing for common cold, for allergies, seasonal allergy, they're saying allium cepa, arsenicum, euphrasia, natramur, nux vomica is also there, veratrum. So these are the remedies for the allergies which this handout is giving. Yes, you can give them, but you have to fit the remedy to the picture of the person. Okay, and the same time, there these other basic needs should be met. And I would discuss more of the mineral salt or the tissue salts which we need to take along with or during the gap with the homeopathic remedies, that would help us more on a cellular basis nutritionally. I sent you, right, these two hand the documents, and this gives you the allergies remedies. Allium cepa, why is allium cepa used for that? I've seen many people, they sneeze in the seasonal allergies, they sneeze and sneeze and sneeze. And if you look at the allium cepa is made from onion. And if you cut the onion, I always sneeze. I don't know if there is someone who works in a shop and they don't sneeze. So allium cepa. So for sneezing, they give allium cepa. It would help for. I don't do that in this way, but allium cepa would help if the person is allergies and has sneezing plus the personality of allium cepa. Allium cepa has a certain personality. Nux vomica has another personality. Do I make sense? So tissue salts are what comes to my mind is more of tissue salts. So what I think I would do is I have Marinda Castro's. I think I shared with you guys her article on tissue salts. It's a very good article. It's very simple. And we can take a couple of or two at least tissue salts from there, and we can discuss, because in order to build the body's deficiencies, we need to pay attention to the tissue salts or the mineral composition of the body, and wherever there are deficiencies, we need to fill it up. Okay, anyone else has any question?